Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Lord of Shadows 2 Castlevania. So I guess I could go through these tips. The problem here is that we're in this stealth section that I had to watch someone else play, and I will fully admit that the other person playing it was having the exact amount of trouble as I was having. This is just a really badly designed stealth section. So my hope is that we can get this done pretty quickly and pretty easily. So you need to come over here, but not get caught. At this point, there's literally nothing I can do, because this door is just gone. The only thought maybe is if I could use the dragon talisman on these guys, but I don't think that would even work, because it just respawns enemies. So this is an example of a section of gameplay that really could have used more checkpoints, better gameplay, and just in general better things, better concepts. Alright, so the problem here is your ghost and misting ability is way too slow for where this is laid out. So when this guy's about to turn around, the one that is closest to me, right then, I need to, at that point, hit this guy with the bats, and I need to kind of dash out. So I kind of need to dash out this way, and that didn't work at all. Like, the fact that you can't run this is ridiculous. The fact that you can't fight at all is ridiculous. What is this game? Like, who thought this was a good idea? Just cut this whole section out. After this point, I still have to do a laser puzzle. There's still more BS after this. At the very least, they could have done us the decency, the checkpoint. And by the way, like, I don't even want to waste the time to get any of the collectibles, so I'm going to just ignore the things that are down there and hope that maybe at some point in the future there will be a free-to-play section. Well, not free-to-play as in money, but just an open world section in general. Alright. See, my sense there is not long enough. So I need to be probably around at the steps before I even go into mist form. I really wish I could get a little bit more angry at this, because frankly, this would probably be just the perfect time to rage quit the game too. Just say forget it. Let's just stop playing this thing. Alright. So we're gonna wait for the bats to reload. There's nothing here to set a checkpoint or save. Alright. So that guy in the back is gonna turn around, and then the guy in the front's gonna turn around. So at that point, I need to wait till he's there. And see, you can get through these guys. But I looked at 2 different guides, by the way. So if this is not the intended way to do things, or if there is another way to do this, the guides did not tell me of anything else. They all very specifically seem to imply that what I'm trying to do is the right move. So I'm gonna have to kind of do 2 dashes, I think. I'm gonna probably have to do 2 dashes in that direction. Alright, now let's look at this guy. And let's hit him at that point. Alright. The way these guys walk. Right, dash. Dash. It's like dash, dash, and then missed. Or dash and then missed and just hope you can get far enough through this. This sucks. I may have to play this off screen. If we spend an extra 30 minutes trying this, I may just have to play the game off screen for an hour trying this one action. Let's see. I want to be on the edge of this chair. I have everything ready. This guy's about to turn around, so I should probably do this now. And then... So, just gotta get through all of that. Like, what a terrible sequence. They could have easily fixed this in QA too by just removing that 3rd guard. If there was no guard there and it was just 2 walking back and forth in a slightly different pattern, that would have been fine. The good news is we are checkpointed. And we're back out of stealth mode. Alright, so this looks like what we can do. Well, I guess the first thing we should see is, can we just mist our way through the laser beams and it not matter at all? I guess the answer to that is no. But it automatically reloads you at least. So that's nice. So I don't know. Like pressure plates, I guess. So you also can't stand on any pressure plates for very long. Oh, but I can jump, so who cares? This is stupid easy. So this is actually a really simple puzzle. It's just slightly annoying because I have to basically turn into mist so that I can then jump forward am I trying to do here? I see a fan. If the fan blows me up, it doesn't move me any further. I see nothing else that this works with. Oh. This stupid thing just was not working, right? And yes, it does seem like there's possibly some other collectibles in that area that I don't think I'm going to care about. We have a dark section here that doesn't seem like it's anything. We have a health fount. Nothing over here. So I wouldn't be surprised if what turns out to happen here is we are just going to kind of mad rush towards another acolyte fight. Like, which is frankly more preferable than what's doing more stealth missions or even jumping around trying to find collectibles. I honestly believe we're going to end up I'm assuming that this is some kind of booby-trapped section of gameplay because I'm back to slow walking. Either that. It's weird to just be following our ghost son instead of him actually talking to us, because he's been talking to us and transitioning us before this point. I feel like I'm going to do a fight here and maybe get an improved ability, but probably not anything that would help me transition or do anything else, because I really don't think there are any more Metroidvania style doors in this area, in this game. And I do think that by the time we get to the end of the game, we will probably the game will just end and you won't have an opportunity to collect anything. What are these, just demons? These look like toy maker puppets. I'm not seeing anything that can be done though. Like, I can't attack, and I'm just seeing them. So I looked at them, and then what? That's really weird. And that feels like that just took us in a different direction. Yeah. It's like our son just wanted us to see the toy maker toys first. So is this acolyte a human or a demon in human form, or a human infected with demon blood?
Do my eyes deceive me?
It's also pretty ridiculous that we're getting attacked by basically the Emperor from Star Wars, and we're losing because of even though we're Dracula and immortal. I guess if I unlocked an electricity ability, I might be able to activate those statues, but I'm not sure if there's anything else around the world in the open world where electricity powers would make sense. Checkpoint. So I walked up to him and hit B. I may have accidentally skipped the cutscene there. Or maybe I shouldn't have done anything.
Hear me, beloved Father. Open the gates of hell, for I have a gift for thee.
So am I watching you lost cutscene or? Okay. Going back and exploring areas you have left behind is the best way to strengthen Dracula, and it will enable you to tackle the main target with greater guarantee of success. So apparently I'm supposed to run away.
The acolyte is too powerful. I must lure it to another place.
So the whole point of seeing this other place was to know that I needed to run away to this other place. And so he's just gonna slowly walk.
Have you crawled out from?
So
The dragon lives.
I'm kind of getting nowhere. I'm hoping it's this direction.
Where are you going, little dragon?
So this is something that would have been better just as a cutscene instead of asking me to figure that out and do that. Generally, if you have some story writing clever gimmick in a video game, that is when you take your control away from the player, or you make it stupidly obvious, and this was not obvious, it was confusing. So apparently the transitions are really happening, and it isn't just all hallucinations on the mind of Dracula, or unless the entirety of this game is a hallucination.
What in hell's name?
So what happens now? He electrocutes you and it starts these Tinker Toymaker statues and it kills the guy?
Very clever.
Or
So you have lured me to your castle.
is it
My power
somehow gonna
here
be...
is pathetic. I can see that I have underestimated you. Accept my apology. It won't happen again.
So yeah, you lure him into your castle and then all of a sudden he just possesses the three enemies for his own use. That's not very helpful. Alright, let's now get into the groove. Seems like these guys have a decent chance to hit each other. Probably it's not worth it to try and use the magic attacks right now. And I probably should just be doing attacks like this. There's really only so many different ways these giant creatures can attack me, and the way this can be programmed.
I won't make you suffer.
Alright. Let's just try to get a lot of this done. As long as we don't run into something that's specifically going to be around killing me in one hit. I don't know if any of the buttons I'm pressing during any of that is changing anything. So we got to a checkpoint at least. I kind of feel like kind of makes me feel like the spear guy is probably going to be the last one that we have to kill. Let's get as much of a combo going as possible so I can then suck up as much energy as possible. And then I can just go back to this and just throw some more bombs. Actually, it seems like the stronger guy is the one that will be the last one. Yeah, I think actually that spear attack you always roll out of. Let's go ahead and see if we can recover some health here. So now my health is back to normal. Yep, it is the strong guy. That's the last one.
Your soul will go mad in eternal agony.
Try some somersault moves.
Don't make him wait.
And we can just throw a bunch of explosive attacks at him and do a decent amount of damage. And we'll just weaken them down. You really can just cheap shot these guys. This seems to be something that we can't do anything about because like none of my other abilities are unlocking. Like I could do the time thing, but Yeah. That's kind of the only thing I can see myself pulling off here is a time attack. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's do this. Alright, time slowed down. Let's do full-on hits and try and get as much experience as possible. Is there something here? Like, the only thing I can think is maybe I'm supposed to dash my way backwards and forwards to get close enough. Yeah, that looks like that was what I needed to do, is work my way left and right to get close enough to it. Another example of the game really not telegraphing what you're supposed to do. It would have been so easy in many places in this game to have Dracula say, I must get closer. And that just doesn't happen. If he just talked to himself every now and then to lead the player, it would have been really nice. Little hints. Okay, so we're gonna defeat this acolyte, get maybe the power of lightning, and then what? Are we just trying to find the other acolytes and kill them too? Very bloody there. Yeah, it's a little questionable about what we're even actually trying to accomplish here. Are we trying to defeat all the acolytes and stop Satan from rising, I guess? I guess that's what we're doing? But I don't know what else you can really... our goal really is. So we've got our ghost son blowing the horn. Up there I see a collectible. I've come to realize that with the double jump ability it sometimes makes it harder to climb, which is weird because that would have been a section in particular where the double jump ability should have made it easier. There's a whole bunch of collectibles all over the game. So now we can hold 4 Tears of Saint. Meanwhile, over this direction, it looks like I could fall downward. Over in this direction, looks like I could probably jump downward, because we kind of know where this area is, but I'm not sure I could get back up here. This area is higher above the rest of this somewhat open world. By modern standards, you would not call this an open world game. Then no way. Doesn't fit that definition. Actually, this is, I think, maybe your throne room from the very beginning of the game. When the tutorial happened? No, I guess not. It just kind of looks like it. It's probably a lot of cutting and pasting content. I wouldn't be surprised. So, we get to our ghost son, and is he just going to transfer us back to the modern area, or is he going to do something different? I wouldn't be surprised if he just takes us back to current timeline. Modern timeline. What? The future, I guess, is the best way to describe it. And the Mirror of Fate comes.
Thank you for bringing me the Mirror of Fate, Father. You know, only you are able to fulfill your destiny.
I saw my destiny in this mirror a long time ago.
But you were alone then. Now you have Mother and me.
That's true.
The mirror can help you sometimes. When it wants to.
There is no armor against fate.
Then make me a promise.
What is it?
When this is over, choose your family.
I've already done that.
I have no clue what the Mirror of Fate could be used to do. Anything.
A great victory, my friend.
There's still one left.
Indeed. And I fear that it's only a matter of time before he finds us.
So there's only 3 acolytes when there clearly could have been a
Since the
dozen.
death of his brother and sister, the 3rd acolyte has come out into the open and is unleashing all his power to find those responsible.
He's more powerful than the others, and appears to fear nothing.
This acolyte commands ultimate possession and control over others. Religious power.
There's a conclave in the Basilica of the city. The church leader's been locked inside there for weeks. The acolyte must be one of them.
Remember our deal, Gabriel. Destroy the acolytes before Satan can be summoned. And you will have the eternal peace you desire. Every second counts.
It's funny to say every second counts in a game
Go with him.
that's built around encouraging you to find a bunch of collectibles. So the second area where the second acolyte was, it was a literally 2 rooms. That was all of that military facility headquarters that we saw, when clearly there should have been an entire level there, a really big level, and it's just missing because this game clearly is unfinished. You really can't describe it as anything other than that. It's a clearly unfinished game that they kind of just Konami shoved out the door. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and buy some things and not even worry too much about what they are. Let's see, what can I buy? $10,000. I have things available, but I think they're all too expensive. Well, we can buy that. And that puts us in a decent position. We didn't gain any mastery on any of the things. Yeah. And so this is the demonic wings double jump. So we see this entire inventory has been collected. We are close to the end of the game. And we now have the Mirror of Fate, which doesn't seem like it's actually an item that we're going to use very often or be able to equip. And so this third section is gonna be a church, basically a basilica, and I bet there's barely 2 rooms in that also, and we're just gonna fight that final guy, and then I imagine Zobek will betray us, and then we'll have to fight Zobek. Where are we on stats as far as things? We're at 57%. I wouldn't be surprised if we end this game somewhere around 60%. It's really not worth it in my book to run around. And we probably have all the skills, so this is probably the full count in Castlevania City, but we also would have to go to the past and get all the collectibles there. And unless we can get that demon blood to stop showing up in the past in particular, and enemies to stop spawning, there's no way I'd want to run around the old past castle. That's going to be it for this recording, though. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching.